Welcome to Bronx Nights Baseball. I am RC Robbin. Thank you for joining me. This is my attempt to play every inning of every game of a 162 game schedule. Created franchise on the video game MLB The Show 20. The name of the franchise is Bronx Nights. 2 months have gone by in the schedule, the month of April and the month of May, so I thought it'd be a good time to go and look at some stats on the team after 2 months of play. If it's not your thing, if you're not interested, just fast forward the video till you see me actually playing baseball. So for those of you that are interested, here are the first 2 months of stats, April and May. Max Lukulich, playing left field, is hitting .333 with 2 homers and 15 runs batted in. Don Mattingly, the first baseman, is hitting .291, 9 homers, 43 runs batted in. Chris Ramos, who plays second base, is hitting .364 with 20 homers, 51 RBIs. Michael O'Rourke, center fielder, hitting .344 with 12 homers and 38 runs batted in. Jacob Salazar, .326, 5 homers, 30 RBIs. Benny Lo Cicero, .295, 12 homers, 56 RBIs. Matthew Saps, .256, 10 homers, 30 RBIs. Matt Termini, .268, 4 homers, 25 RBIs. Anthony Millo, .220, 1 homer, 17 runs batted in. Those are the starters. Let's look at the pitching. Joey Pollard is 6-1 with a 3.09 earned run average. Eli Ramos is 7-2, 3.34 ERA. Telly Argios, spot starter, bullpen guy, 1-3 with an 8.26 earned run average. Brendan Pizarski, 4-2, 4.46 earned run average. And Patrick Joseph, 5-1 with a 6.10 earned run average. Bullpen, Madison Bumgarner, long reliever, 3-1, 3.25. If he keeps that up, I'm going to put him in the starting rotation. Caleb Smith, 1-0 with a 2.84 earned run average. Dinelson LeMay, 1-4, 5.13 earned run average. Jesse Biddle, 2-1, 2.28. Jonathan Holder, 0-1, 4.30. Setup man Dylan Betances, 0-2, 1.61 earned run average. And the closer John Smoltz, 3-0, 3.15 earned run average. And let's see, how many saves does he have? Player card. Stats. He has 10 saves. So, enough with the stats. Time to get to the season. So, the Knights are in first place in the American League West. They have a 35-22 record. They are 2 games over the Mariners, and right now they're in the midst of a 3-game series against the Mariners. The Knights won the first game of the series. Let's look at the calendar. 7-3, as you see from down here. Seattle, they won the first game 7-3. Now we bump over into June for the next 2 games, June 1st. View organization game. Play game. Okay. Full game. We got the home team. Classic Yankee Stadium. And get some guys in there. Sorry, just moving things around just to get the lineup the way I want it. And there we go. So, please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Thank you for joining me. This is Bronx Knights baseball. Why the Bronx Knights? Because I'm a New York Yankees baseball fan. I'm not going to erase the Yankees from existence to put in the Bronx Knights, so I decided to replace the Houston Astros in the American League West instead. So we don't have to get into why I chose the Houston Astros. AL West matchup as the Mariners visit the Bronx Knights here at Classic Yankee Stadium. On the mound for the Knights is Telly Argios, making his 6th start of the season. His record is 1-3 with a ghastly 8.26 earned run average. He's looking to improve on that. And leading off for the Mariners is Shane Victorino, hitting 276 on the season.
The center fielder, number 8, Shane Victorino.
And the two-seamers in there for strike one. Chris Ramos at second base and Michael O'Rourke in center.
First pitch, 111.
And he drives it, but slices it foul down the left field line for strike number 2. This time he pulls it, deep drive, but foul. Count remains, no balls, 2 strikes. Just gets a piece to stay alive. Fouls it off. Count remains, no balls, 2 strikes on Shane Victorino. Shane played for the Philadelphia Phillies, I suppose in the early 2000s. Inside ball 1. Bronx Knights is 13 games over 500. Good for a 2-game lead over the Seattle Mariners for first place in the American League West. And yet again, we'll have to do it over again. Another foul ball. Inside corner, strike 3 looking. And there is 1 out. Nice pitch by Telly.
Batting second, the shortstop.
Telly doesn't throw very hard. He maybe will hit mid-80s on the radar gun. It's a miracle that he made it to the major leagues with that kind of a fastball. But he just throws a lot of junk. Fernando Tatis Jr. hitting 300, straight 300, 14 homers, 40 RBIs. Plays shortstop for the Mariners. Steps up to the plate. Takes strike 1. Swing and miss, inside corner, strike 2. Telly's getting ahead of hitters in this game. Strike 3, outside corner. 2 batters in a row caught looking.
Batting third, the third baseman.
Oh, that's a big strike zone. That's a big strike zone. Now, Hall of Fame second baseman Paul Molitor steps up in 343 with 7 homers, 28 runs batted in. Inside corner, strike 1. He played for the Milwaukee Brewers in his Hall of Fame career, 3,000 hit club. Just gets a piece, fouls it off. Third hitter in a row, down 0-2. Just off the plate with the split finger fastball. Count as 1 ball, 2 strikes. Matthew Ross is the man behind the plate. Swing and a miss, struck out the side. So after half inning of play, Telly looks good. It's the Seattle Mariners nothing. Bronx Knights coming to bat. Full house here at Classic Yankee Stadium. On the mound is Eduardo Rodriguez for the Seattle Mariners, making his 12th start of the season. He's 5-4 with a 3.60 earned run average. And facing him will be the shortstop, Jacob Salazar, hitting 326 with 5 homers and 30 runs batted in. He's normally the number 5 hitter, but he's batting leadoff today in place of ball 1, cutter outside. He's batting leadoff in place of Max Lukulich, who has his day off. Fouls off the changeup. Count is even at 1 ball, 1 strike. And he hits a deep line drive, and it is over his head and left. And one bounce off the wall. He makes a big turn at second, but will hold with a leadoff double to lead off the game with his 11th of the season.
The first baseman, John Mattingly.
Here's him taking the turn. No hesitation. No need to slide. He realized, though, third is not an option. John Mattingly is stepping up to the plate. 291, 9 homers, 43 runs batted in. Inside ball 1. Salazar leads off second. And it is a line drive base hit. He rounds third and he's coming home. It's going to be an RBI single for Mattingly. And the Bronx Knights take a quick 1-0 lead.
Batting third, the second baseman.
There's the replay.
Ramos.
Chris Ramos plays second base. He's hitting .364 with 20 homers, 51 runs batted in. Bats from the right side against the lefty Rodriguez. And he grounds it down the third base line, sliding attempt. Oh, nice play by Paul Molitor over at third base for the first out.
Batting fourth.
Slid to his bottom, threw across the diamond. A strike to first. Very nice. Michael O'Rourke with 1 out in the bottom of the first steps up. He's hitting .344 with 12 homers and 38 runs batted in. He still has a runner in scoring position in Mattingly. Swings and misses at the cut fastball for strike number 1. Outside ball 1. Count as 1 ball, 1 strike on O'Rourke. Mattingly leads off second. And he pulls the cut fastball foul. Count as 1 ball and 2 strike on O'Rourke.
That's a ball.
Down and low. Count evens to 2 balls, 2 strikes. And it's a line drive base hit to center field. Mattingly makes the turn at third. He's coming home. The throw to the plate is not in time. It's an RBI single for Michael O'Rourke. And the Knights lead 2-0. Nice strong throw by Victorino, but it's not in time as Mattingly crosses the plate. Matt Termini, the third baseman, has been slow. There's a little bit of a slump. Overall, he's hitting .268 with 4 homers and 25 runs batted in. Steps up with takes pitch number 1 ball. High. Count is 1-0 on Termini. O'Rourke leads off first. Just gets a piece of the change of speed. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Outside corner, strike 2. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's 1 out here in the bottom of the first. That's ground ball grabbed by, that is a unassisted double play. A 4-3 double play, and the side is retired. But not before the Bronx Knights score 2 runs and take a 2-0 lead here at the end of 1 inning of play. Top of the second, Donovan Casey steps in. He's hitting .278 on the season.
Donovan Casey.
And he skies the first pitch the other way. But Lo Cicero is there at the foul line in the right, makes the catch for the first out. Defense for the Bronx Knights in the outfield today from left to right is Renfroe, taking over for Luklich, O'Rourke, and Lo Cicero. And in the infield, Termini, Saps, Ramos, and Don Mattingly at first, with Roberto Perez taking over catching today for Anthony Miller, who's getting the day off. Freddie Freeman's hitting .263 with 6 homers and 22 runs batted in. Steps in against Telly. And he laces it the other way against the shift. And the ball will roll all the way to the wall. Renfroe tosses it back in, and he's got a stand-up double here with 1 out in the top of the second. His 9th double of the season. Just went with it. They've been playing him to pull. He hit it the other way. Lazy Sunday afternoon. Andrew Benintendi hitting .279 with 5 homers and 29 runs batted in. Steps in with a runner in scoring position. Fouls off the 2-seamer for strike 1. And he lines it to Renfroe in left. Oh, and Renfroe throws it away, but luckily Mattingly was backing up. And there's 2 outs. Nice catch, bad throw, but no advance in the base pass. Hall of Fame catcher Gary Carter is hitting .254 with 10 homers and 29 runs batted in. Grounds it to Termini, who fields, fires to first to retire the side. So, no runs, 1 hit, 1 left. And after an inning and a half of play, it's the Bronx Knights 2, Seattle Mariners nothing. Leading off the bottom of the third is Benny Lo Cicero, the right fielder, batting .295 with 12 homers and 56 runs batted in, which leads the team. And it's a line drive over the head of the second baseman and into left. He makes a big round at first, but will hold for a single. And the leadoff man for the Knights is on first base here in the top of the second. I'm sorry, bottom of the second. Here's the replay. Matthew Saps. Normally the designated hitter, he's playing shortstop today. It's Jacob Salazar is the designated hitter. He's a road warrior, as you can see, but overall he's hitting .256 with 10 homers and 30 RBIs. Nobody out, runner at first. Quick throw over to first. Lo Cicero is back. Outside, ball 1. Checks his swing, pitches low, ball 2, 2-0. Fouls off the cut fastball, count as 2 balls and 1 strike on Matthew Saps. In case you're wondering, not that it matters, but gameplay, hitting difficulty is on All-Star, pitching difficulty also on All-Star. So that's what the difficulty setting is for this game. 2-1 count. Checks his swing, down and in, count is 3 balls and 1 strike on Saps. Hitters count. And he skies it to deep center field. At the track, the wall, it is off the wall. No, he catches it. What an amazing catch by Shane Victorino. Catches it, crashes into the wall, holds on to the ball for the first out. Defense for the Mariners. In the outfield from left to right is Benintendi, Victorino, and Casey. And in the infield, Paul Molitor, Tatis Jr., Biggio, the son of Hall of Famer Craig Biggio, Freddie Freeman at first, and Gary Carter behind the plate. So, Hunter Renfroe is up. He's in part-time plays at .289 with 2 homers, 4 RBIs. Takes low for ball 1. He's giving Max Lukulich, the everyday right fielder, a day off in left field today. Swinging to miss the cut fastball out in front. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Los Cicero leads. Oh, Los Cicero's going on the pitch. The throw is way off. Oh, luckily backed up by Tatis Jr. It's a stolen base by Los Cicero. The jump was definitely on the pitcher, as you can see. No chance to get him. The throw was way offline. Next line. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes on Renfroe. There's 1 out here in the second. And it's a line drive base hit. And he makes the turn, those throws to the plate. It is not in time. It's an RBI single by Hunter Renfroe. And the Knights lead 3-0. No hesitation rounding third base by Los Cicero. Thought that maybe they would hold him up, but he's waving him home willing. That's what speed on the base paths will get you. So, backup catcher Roberto Perez, hitting .258 with a homer and 8 RBIs, steps up, giving Anthony Miller the day off. Checks his swing, inside ball 1. Low ball 2. Count is 2-0. Here in the bottom of the second, the Knights already have a 3-0 lead on the Seattle Mariners. 3-0. Leadoff man Jacob Salazar is on deck. Will he have the green light? No, he will not. I do not swing on 3-0. High fastball, but a strike. 3-1 count. Outside ball 4. Perez walks. The pitching coach for the Mariners comes out to have a little conversation with Perez. Or check that, Rodriguez, Eduardo Rodriguez. There are runners at first and second, with 1 out here in the bottom of the second inning. They already have a 3-0 lead. Jacob Salazar has a double and a run scored in this game. It's his second plate appearance. And he hits a tailor-made double play, 4-6-3. Oh, he's safe. With his speed, my goodness. Salazar beat it out. Nice job. So it's a fielder's choice. The runner at second is out. There's runners at first and third with 2 outs for Mattingly, who has an RBI single in today's game. He's 1 for 1. More insurance is 90 feet away. And he hits it towards the gap, and it will 1 hop to the wall. Second runner makes the big turn. It's got a chance. It is. It's a 2-run double for Don Mattingly, and the score is 5-0. It's his 12th double of the season, and the Knights lead 5-0. And that'll be all for the starting pitcher Rodriguez, as the manager of the Mariners is making a change. Coming in relief is J.B. Wendelken, making his 24th appearance. His record is 1-0 with a 6.56 earned run average. Chris Ramos bats from the left side against the righty. Switch hitter. Outside corner, strike 1. He grounded out in the first. He's 0 for 1. He has a runner in scoring position in Mattingly. And it's a line drive the other way. Base hit down the left field line. It'll go into the corner. It's going to be an RBI double for Chris Ramos. And the score is 6-0. His 11th double of the season. There's the replay. Just takes it the other way. Nice piece of hitting. Hit him where they give it to you. So this is the 3-game set against the Mariners. Bronx Knights have won the first game out of the 3-game set. They did the second. 6-0. Michael O'Rourke is up again. He has an RBI single in the game. Takes ball 1. There are 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Ramos leads off second base. Outside corner, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Inside, 2-1. Fouls off the fastball, 96 on the radar gun. Count is 2 balls and 2 strikes on O'Rourke. Jams him inside, fouls it back at the screen. Count remains 2-2. Way out in front, it's in the dirt. Strike him out, throw him out for the final out to retire the inning, but not before they get 4 more runs. And at the end of 2 innings of play, it's the Knights 6, Mariners nothing. Oh yeah. Leading off the top of the third is Nelson Cruz, hitting .302 with 15 homers and 57 runs batted in. He's got an 8-game hitting streak. It's a lot of RBIs. Curveball low, ball 1 from Telly. Inside corner, ball 2. It's not what you want to do. You want to throw strikes. You got a 6-run lead, Telly. Come on. Strike 1. Count is 2-1. And the curveball is slapped between short and third for a single to lead off the top of the third for the Mariners. What they need base runners.
The second baseman,
Kevin Biggio is on a hot streak, 9 for his last 18. Overall, he's hitting .293 with 7 homers and 34 runs batted in. Cruz leads off first. And he fouls off the 2 single for strike 1. Oh, he hits it high and deep. Short porch and left. It's gone. It's a 2-run home run for Kevin Biggio. His 8th homer of the season. And just like that, they're on the board. They're down 6-2. Oh my goodness. Golfed it. Just 3:14 down the line. So the lineup turns over. Shane Victorino struck out in the first. Steps in for his second plate appearance. Grounds it in the hole between short and third. It's a base hit. So, at the start of the third inning, 3 straight hits. Single, homer, single from the Mariners. Whatever it is that Telly had in the first 2 innings, he seems to have misplaced here in the third. So, Tatis Jr. steps up. He struck out in the first. Checks the swing, but it's a strike nonetheless. 0-1. Curveball outside, ball 1. Fouls off the splitter. Count as 1 ball and 2 strikes on Tatis. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And there's 1 out here in the third. That's his 4th strikeout of the game.
Now batting, third baseman, Paul Molitor.
Hall of Famer Paul Molitor steps up. And he nubs it down the third base line for strike 1. He struck out in the first. Splitter is in there at the knees for strike 2. Count is no balls and 2 strikes. Grounds it. Ramos second for one, back to first. Double play, and the side is retired. So he gives up 2 runs on the 2-run homer by Biggio. But it ends well. 4, 6, 3. Double play. Bottom of the third, Matt Termini is up. He grounded out in the first. Steps in against Wendelken, pitching in his second inning of relief. And he's out in front of the slider. Strike 1. I don't know why it says that 267 is third on the nights, because it's just not. There's 1,000 guys. Outside, ball 1. Count as 1 ball, 1 strike. There's 1,000 guys who have 300 batting averages on the team, so I don't understand where that's coming from. High, ball 2. Count as 2 balls, 1 strike on Termini, the third baseman. Inside, ball 3. Count is 3-1. Benny Cicero on deck. And he nubs it at the plate. The pitcher just steps forward, makes the throw. It's not in time. It's an infield single for Matt Termini. It's like a swinging bunt base hit. And they have a runner at first with nobody out here in the bottom of the third. Next up is Benny Cicero, who's 1 for 1, scored a run. Pitch out, but nothing going on. Termini was not stealing on the pitch. Swing and a miss out in front of the changeup, and the count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Termini leads off first. Wendelken deals. Just gets a piece of the changeup. The count is 1-2 on Cicero. Just outside. Count evens 2-2. Low, full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Will the runner be off on the pitch? I don't think so. I think he'll stay put, even though he has speed. Here's the full count pitch. He grounds it. 4, 6. Not in time. It's a fielder's choice out at second base. 1 out here in the third inning. Just hit too slowly to be a double play. Didn't get enough on the throw. And he took out Tatis Jr. at second. Matthew Saps playing shortstop today. He's 0 for 1. Steps in, this time against Wendelken. Oh, and he gets him out at first. Cicero is out at first. He's, I guess, picked off the first base. Is the caught stealing? I don't know. But there's 2 outs and the bases are empty for Saps now. Swings over the top for strike 1. It's outside. Check the swing. Count as 1 ball and 1 strike. Inside, ball 2. 2-1. And he grounds it down the third base line. From foul territory, he makes the long throw, and the side is retired. Nice play by Molitor. Ended third, ended 3 innings of play. It's 6-2. Top of the 4th. Donovan Casey, who flew out in the second inning,
The right fielder.
steps in again against Telly,
Casey.
and he fouls it back to the screen for strike one. Checks the swing, but it's in there, strike two. Swing and a miss, strike three on the split finger fastball. That's his fifth strikeout of the game. He's been sharp. Freddie Freeman had a double in the second inning. So, opposite field double against the shift. I'm sure he'd like to do that again. And he just gets a piece, strike one. And he skies it the other way yet again. Renfroe is chasing it, but will not make it there, and is in the seats for a ground rule double. He's 10th of the season. One out here in the top of the fourth. He is just torching them. They put on the shift, and he hits against it. That would have been an out if the fielders had been playing straight up. So runner at second in scoring position for Benintendi, who lined out in the second. And he lines it, slices it foul into the seats for strike one. Benintendi's 0 for 5 in the series so far. And he skies it to center. O'Rourke is there. He makes the catch for the second out. Nice strong throw to second. He almost had him at second base. It was almost a double play. Gary Carter grounded out in the second inning. He's up there with 2 outs here in the top of the fourth. Slider is high, ball one. Gary hasn't been hitting well with runners in scoring position, as you can see. Low strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fouls off the split finger. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes on Carter. Carter was a member of the 1986 New York Mets that won the World Series. And he fouls it back to the screen. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Big piece of that team. And he grounds it past terminating third. It's a base hit. They hold the runner at third on the strong throw from the outfield by Renfroe. And it's first and third here with 2 outs here in the top of the fourth.
Now that designated hitter.
In 3 2/3 innings, he has 5 strikeouts, but he's given up 6 hits. It's a lot of hits. So, a person who can put them right back into the ball game, Nelson Cruz. He's had a single, a run scored, and he fouls off the first pitch for strike one. Swing and a miss out in front of the curveball. Strike two. Nelson Cruz is hitting well over 400 in runners in scoring position. Fouls it back upstairs. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes on the power hitter. Checks his swing. It's low. Ball 1. 1 and 2. Fouls it back. Runners at first and third, 2 outs here in the top of the fourth. And he hits a deep drive, but playable by Lo Cicero, who makes the catch to retire the side. 2 runners left on, but halfway through the fourth, it's still a 4-run lead for the Bronx Knights.
Your attention, please.
Jairo Diaz comes in relief to pitch the bottom of the fourth. He's pitched in 14 games this season. His record's 0-2 with a 4.76 earned run average. And leading off, Hunter Renfroe, 1 for 1.
Leading off for the Bronx, the left fielder.
Single, RBI single
Hunter
in the first.
Renfroe.
Or was it the second? Maybe the second. And it's a line drive, but right at the left fielder, Benintendi, who barely has to move for one pitch, one out here in the bottom of the fourth. The line for Eduardo Rodriguez, 1 2/3 innings. He gave up 6 hits and 6 runs. That's the day he'd like to forget. Roberto Perez, no official at bat. He walked in the second inning. Inside ball 1. And he skies it the other way. The short center. Victorino's there. He makes the catch for the second out.
The batter, number 3. Designated
Jacob
hitter.
Salazar. He's 1 for 2 with a double. Scored 2 runs today. Pitch is outside, ball 1. And he lines it towards the gap, and it's going to go all the way to the wall. It'll be his second double of the game, a stand-up double. As with 2 outs, they have a runner in scoring position. Here's the replay.
Number 23. John Mattingly.
John Mattingly steps up. He is 2 for 2 with 3 runs batted in today. And it's just a number at the plate, but the pitcher's taking his time. Well, he can when Mattingly runs that slow. Well, the side is retired, but not before, well, not before anything. Still a 4-run lead, 6-2, the end of 4 innings. Top of the 5th, Freddie Freeman. No, I'm sorry, Caban Biggio, who has a 2-run homer today, steps in.
Kevin.
Second baseman Biggio. Strike 1. Fouls it off. Strike 2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Strikeout number 6 for Telly.
The center fielder, number 8. Shane Victorino.
Way out in front. Leadoff man Shane Victorino is up there for his 3rd plate appearance. He's 1 for 2. Fouls off the 2-seam fastball for strike 1. Strike 2. Inside corner. Laces it down the left field line into the seats for strike. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes. And he skies it to center. Long run for check that. Long run for O'Rourke. He does not get there. It's a bloop single for Victorino. And the inning continues. There's a runner at first with 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Tatis Jr. steps up. He struck out twice. And he smashes it, but luckily it goes foul. 2 for 6 in the series with an RBI. Grounds it to Termini, throws across to get the trail runner. There are 2 outs here in the 5th. Did Termini forget how many outs there were? Not attempting to go for the lead runner? Might have. Anyway, there's 2 outs here in the 5th and a runner in scoring position now for Paul Molitor. He's 0 for 2. Grounds it deep in the hole. It's short. It goes through. They hold the runner. Strong throw by Renfroe. And again, 2 innings in a row, we have runners at first and third with 2 outs. Ground ball with eyes by Paul Molitor. So, Donovan Casey, he struck out, he's flied out, he's 0 for 2. This is a big moment in the game. Swing and a miss out in front of the two-seamer. Strike one on Casey. Out in front of the changeup. Strike two. Just gets a piece of the split finger. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 3, his 7th strikeout of the game. And 2 runners are stranded. 5 innings pitched by Telly. He's given up 2 runs and he has a 4-run lead. It's 6-2. Leading off is Chris Ramos. He has an RBI double today. It's 1 for 2. Bottom of the 5th against Gyro Diaz. And he smashes it, but right at Freddie Freeman, who makes the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Now batting.
All you can do is hit it hard.
Mike. Oh, boy.
Right at Freddie Freeman. Get it out. Next up here in the bottom of the 5th is Michael O'Rourke. He has an RBI single in this game. It's 1 for 2. And he hits the first pitch foul for strike 1. It's 6-2. Bronx Knights leading the Seattle Mariners in the second of a 3-game set. Division rivals. Down and in ball. 1 count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Mariners bullpen is active. We've got 2 right-handers out there warming up. Checks the swing. The pitch is inside. Count is 2-1. Fouls it back to the screen. 99 miles an hour on the radar gun. Count remains 2-2. And he pops it up the elevator shaft. Behind home plate is Gary Carter, who makes the catch to get the 2nd out of the inning here in the bottom of the 5th.
Now batting. Number 79.
Matt Termini had a single in the 3rd inning. He steps up against Diaz. 2 outs in the 5th. It's low, ball 1. This is a created franchise in MLB, The Show 20. I am RC Robbin. And that is a base hit to left, his 2nd of the game. Oh, he's trying for second. The throw to second is not in time. He took the advantage of the lackadaisical defense and got himself his 10th double of the season. That should have been a single. But now with 2 outs, there's a runner in scoring position. He never hesitated. Nice base running by Matt Termini. So, Benilo Cicero has 1 for 2 and he has a runner in scoring position. Takes pitch 1, which is a ball. And he slaps it, but it looks like Donovan Casey will make the catch to retire the side. So, end of 5 innings of play. It's an official ball game. Bronx Knights lead 6-2. Top of the 6th, Freddie Freeman steps in. He has 2 doubles today. He's 2 for 2.
The first baseman, number 5.
Okay, Telly has not been pitching well. Manager's office, bullpen. Let's go. Let's warm him up just in case. Actually, no, wait a minute. Warm up a righty and a lefty. Just in case. All right, here we go. Two-seamer in there for strike 1. Telly's been striking guys out left and right, but he's also been giving up a lot of hits. And he grounds it foul. Quickly the count is no balls and 2 strikes on Freddie Freeman. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That, I believe, is his 7th strikeout of the game. No, 8th. Check that. 8th strikeout for Telly.
The batter, the left fielder.
He's been, you know, it's been all or nothing for Telly. He strikes him out, it gives up a hit. Andrew Benintendi is up. He's 0 for 2. Takes strike 1 at the knees. Benintendi plays for the Boston Red Sox. He's a current major leaguer. He's in this fictional universe. He's 0 for 6 in this series. And he pops it up on the outfield grass. Ramos is there. He makes the catch for the second out here in the 6th inning.
The catcher, number 8, Gary Carter.
Gary Carter had a single in the 4th inning. He's 1 for 2. Strike 1. If I'm not mistaken, Gary started his career with a team that doesn't even exist anymore, the Montreal Expos, and eventually settled in with the Mets. Just off the plate, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. And he lines it, but Lo Cicero is there to make the catch and retire the side. 1-2-3 inning for Telly. 5.5 complete. It's still a 4-run game. Bronx Knights are winning 6-2.
Your attention, please.
Taking over pitching duties for the Mariners is Hunter Wood, making his 21st appearance on the mound. His record is 3-2 with a 4.97 earned run average. And he gets to face Matthew Saps, today's shortstop. He's 0 for 2. Plate.
Number 31.
And it's a hard ground ball to Paul Molitor at third. Throws across the diamond. 1 pitch, 1 out.
The left fielder, number 11,
Hunter Renfroe has an RBI single today. He's 1 for 2. Swings and misses at a high fastball. Slow ground ball to Tatis Jr. Throws across the diamond, and there are 2 outs. 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Roberto Perez walked in the 2nd. Officially, he's 0 for 1. This is his 3rd plate appearance. Line drive. Benintendi barely has to move. He makes the catch to retire the side. Quick 1-2-3 inning for the Knights. After 6 innings of play, it's the Bronx Knights 6, Seattle Mariners 2. Top of the 7th, power hitter Nelson Cruz is up. He's 1 for 2 with the single. Soft ground ball to Saps at short. Fields fires, got him by a step. There's 1 out.
Now back, second baseman,
Gavin Biggio had a 2-run homer in the 3rd inning. This is his 3rd plate appearance. Curveball just off the plate inside, ball 1. And he laces it to left, but Lo Cicero is there to make the 2nd out of the inning. Quickly, there are 2 down.
The center fielder, number 8.
Lineup turns over. Shane Victorino's 2 for 3 with 2 singles today. And he hits it to center. Hesitation by O'Rourke, but he races over into the gap to make the catch in front of the 385 sign to retire the side. Get up and stretch, ladies and gentlemen. 7th inning stretch time. Knights lead by 4, 6-2. All right. Jacob Salazar, it's 2 doubles today and 2 runs scored. He's 2 for 3. Hunter Wood is still out there for his 2nd inning of work. Takes ball 1. All right, hold on a second. Manager, bullpen. Righty, righty, righty. Caleb Smith, we're going to sit him down. LeMay is going to come in and pitch the 8th. 4-run lead, safe for now. And hits it high and deep, but playable in front of the warning track. Casey makes the catch for the first out here in the bottom of the 7th.
The first baseman, number 23.
First baseman Don Mattingly, 2 for 3, a double, a single. He has 3 runs batting in today. And he hits it high and deep. That is Gonzo, ladies and gentlemen. It is a home run for Don Mattingly, the hitman, his 10th of the season. And it's a 7-2 ball game. Hoo-ah! That is his 4th RBI of this game. Let's look at this replay. I was a huge Don Mattingly fan growing up in the 1980s and 90s. In the bleachers. Next up, with 1 out in the 7th, Chris Ramos is 1 for 3. Takes the pitch low, ball 1. Bronx Knights have a 7-2 lead here in the bottom of the 7th.
That's ball
2. 2-0. Fouls it back upstairs. Count as 2 balls and 1 strike on Ramos. Swinging and missed at the high pass ball. He chased it out of the zone. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fouls it off to stay alive. We'll do it over again. Pulls it foul. Right over the dugout. Count remains 2-2. Oh, it's back-to-back and belly-to-belly. That ball is Gonzo. That is Chris Ramos' 21st home run of the season, a solo shot. And it's 8-2. Oh, yeah. ...424 feet into the bleachers. Wood knew it the minute he let go of the ball.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Pitching change for the Mariners. Kyle Hendricks making his 21st appearance. He's 2-2 with a 4.14 earned run average. And he gets to face Michael O'Rourke, who's 1 for 3 with an RBI single today.
now batting, center fielder.
High and tight, but a strike nonetheless. 0-1. Pulls it foul. Quickly the count is no balls and 2 strikes. Outside ball 1, count is 1 ball, 2 strikes on O'Rourke. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and there are 2 outs. O'Rourke is retired.
Now batting, number 79.
Matt Termini is up. He's 2 for 3. And he hits a ground ball up the middle. Tatis races over, makes the play. Nice play to retire the side. Range to his left, threw across his body. But at the end of 7 innings of play, they get 2 more runs on the 2 solo homers by Ramos and Mattingly, and it's 8-2. Oh, yeah. Do you want to still change pitchers? Yes, I do, because it's a 6-run lead. Dinelson LeMay. 18 games he's pitched in. He's 1-4 with a 5.13 earned run average. Spot starter, long reliever. He gets to face Fernando Tatis Jr., who's 0 for 3 in the game here in the top of the 8th.
Fernando Tatis Jr.
Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Ground ball by Donnie. Sliding catch. He tosses. Oh, no. Got it stuck in his glove. And it'll be a base hit. It'll be a base hit. Nice stop to keep it in the infield, but they were unable to make the play. So, runner at first, nobody out here in the top of the 8th. Paul Molitor is up. He's 1 for 3. And he takes a strike, 98 on the radar gun. Paul had a single in the 5th inning. Curveball outside. 1-1. At the corner, strike 2. Count as 1 ball, 2 strikes on Paul Molitor. Grounds it down the... Oh! Run to Renfroe, slipped and fell. But he still made it over there. It is runners at 2nd and 3rd here. With nobody out. The Mariners have something cooking on the 11th double of the season by Paul Molitor. He slashes it right down the 3rd base line, right over that bag. Now Donovan Casey is up with 2 runners in scoring position. He's 0 for 3. Let's have a talk. Town visit. Let's talk to him. Hey, calm down, kid. Just throw strikes. You got a big lead. It's a 6-run lead. Just throw strikes. Not a big deal. Strike 1.
0-1.
Swing and a miss on the curveball. Strike 2.
0-2.
Grounded. A run will score. It's an RBI ground out. And there's 1 out here in the 8th. It's 8-3.
The first baseman, number 5.
They'll take that.
Freeman.
Freddie Freeman's 2 for 3. 2 for 7 in the series. Okay, we can't have this. Ball 1. Manager, bullpen, lefty, lefty. Caleb Smith will warm him up. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. No, check that. Count as 1-1 on Freeman. Fouls off the fastball. Count 1-2. Grounds it weakly to the 2nd baseman Ramos, who throws to first for the 2nd out. Runner advances to 3rd base.
Now batting, left fielder, Andrew.
Benintendi is up. We'll just do another mound visit. And Caleb Smith will put him in the game.
You're at take 3. Now,
Caleb Smith makes his 15th appearance out of the bullpen. He's 1-0 with a 2.84 earned run average. He's in here just to get Benintendi. Swing and a miss. Slider for strike 1. Strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Strike 3 looking. Side retired. Caleb Smith, 3 pitches does the job. So, but they do get a run. And after 7.5 innings of play, it's the Bronx Knights 8, Seattle Mariners 3. Bottom of the 8th. Now, hold on a second. Bottom of the 8th, Benny Cicero, 1 for 3.
number 38.
Takes a pitch from Kyle Hendricks. It's a strike. Could I please go to the manager's office? Outside.
Yep, that ball went out.
Okay, manager's office, bullpen. All right, righty, righty. You know what? Let's have Dylan Betances come in. Why not? Out in front of the changeup, count as 1 ball and 2 strikes on Los Cicero. Off the end of the bat, he skies it the other way to Benintendi left, makes the catch for the out.
Now batting. Number 30.
Matthew Saps is 0 for 3. Swing and a miss at the inside pitch. Strike one. He pulls the second pitch foul. Count is 0-2. He went too far. Throw down to first base, and he is retired. Strike him out. Throw him out for 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. It's 0 for 4. Hunter Renfroe has an RBI single today. He is 1 for 3. And he fouls off the fastball. Strike one. Outside, ball one. Count is even at 1 ball, 1 strike. Hard ground ball, base hit through the shifted infield. And the 2 outs in the 8th, they have a base runner at first. Single by Renfroe. If they had played him straight up, he would hit it right at the shortstop. Look at where he hits it. Hits it right where the shortstop normally is. Sometimes the shift will get in trouble. So Roberto Perez walked in the 2nd. He's officially 0 for 2. And hits a hard ground ball to Freeman, who takes it himself to retire the side. So, last licks for the Seattle Mariners. They need 5 runs to tie. It's 8-3. Bronx Knights. So he's normally the setup man. He's coming in to pitch the 9th in a 5-run lead. He's 0-2 with a 1.61 earned run average. Faces Gary Carter, who's 1 for 3. Start the 9th. And it's strike one. Strike two. Just gets a piece of the slurp to stay alive. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes on Gary Carter. And he pops it up, jammed him in on his hands. Renfroe is there, makes the catch in shallow left center for the first out here in the night. So if the Bronx Knights win this game, they will give themselves a 3-game lead in the division and guarantee that the 3-game set ends with them still in first place. Seattle's in 2nd place, 2 games behind. And that's a strike to Nelson Cruz, 1 for 3. Swing and a miss at the 2-seamer. Count is no balls and 2 strikes. Grounds it up the middle. Saps is there. Makes the throw. There is 2 outs. They are down to their final out of the ball game. Sorry, check that. That was Ramos, the second baseman, on the shortstop side of second base. Kevon Biggio has a 2-run homer today in the 3rd inning. He was 1 for 3. He is their last chance. And he takes strike one. 99 on the radar gun. Fans are on their feet. Strike two. They're down to their final strike. And he pops it up. This will do it. Renfroe is there. He makes the catch, and the Bronx Knights win 8-3. So in this 3-game set against the 2nd place Seattle Mariners, the Bronx Knights have won the first 2 out of 3, guaranteeing that they will remain in first place. They're now 3 games up in the American League West Division. ttRPG gets the win, his 2nd of the season. And I believe that is the team's 36th victory. I think they're 36-22, if I'm not mistaken. Let's do this the right way. Let's go through the stats. So, Bronx Knights, 8 runs, 13 hits, no errors. Seattle Mariners, 3 runs, 10 hits, no errors. Telly gets the win. Eduardo Rodriguez gets the loss. And the player of the game is Don Mattingly, 3 for 4 with a homer today. He led the charge. So this has been a broadcast of Bronx Knights Baseball. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. My name is RC Robbin. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel. It is my intention to play every inning of every game of this 162 game schedule, and hopefully playoffs and World Series. So hopefully you jump in for another stream at some point in the future when I'm in the playoffs and on the way to the World Series. But until then, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Have yourself a great day.